so you guys can see, again, just like little bits I've been working on that I haven't quite finished, just kind of like leaving in a little baggie that I can use. Lots of extra bits, sprues everywhere. Another Stompa. So I'll have to custom make that one. So I have because this is the hardest part, I think, is building like the base and making it look good. And it's just all the included detail already. It just makes life a lot simpler when you're scratch building it. Because I see a lot of like scratch built Stompas, but they look like cardboard. Or they look like a toy instead of a miniature, even though they're not so miniature. But you get my point, is that you need to make it, if you're gonna convert something, I mean, Orcs is easy enough as it is. Like you try to build anything else in any kind of faction, and you need to be a lot more pristine, everything's need to be nice and smooth. It's just like, at least Space Marine vehicles are a bit boxy, so that helps out a bit. Like try scratch building something in Eldar, it's like near impossible. And so us Orcs have it easy. At least put the time and effort into it, make it look good. Let's see, I've been slowly just collecting these. These are just all tubes that you get from like hobby shop. Just like little, like some are thicker tubes, thinner tubes, like I-beams. It's do crazy amount. And I forgot to show off actually at the back of my Stompa the exhaust that I built. And so there's the back right there and the exhaust. And so that was actually surprisingly easy to build and it looks fantastic. And I'll probably have to add some more details once I get it painted, before I paint it up. That's basically it. And plenty of different little thicknesses of plastic card. You can never have too much plastic card. Well, I have tons still. I bought it like years ago. But it's nice having it there. You don't cut it up, use it. It's fantastic. And you can use thinner plastic card to actually even bend around, and it's great. Thicker plastic card when you need just a nice, strong thing, and then even the thinner plastic card is easier to cut. That's about it. Back to knife. Nothing special there. And here are the arms to the super robot that I used for the starting to use for the throne. It's called Super Robot. Super Robot. I love it. Nothing. I think that's about it actually for this episode. Yeah, just want to show you my projects, what I'm working on. The flash kit I was working on is still yet to be painted. I did a little bit of work on it. Actually, my good friends from Poland, I haven't painted them yet. I'll get into like an orc painting spree. I'm on kind of like a Signar painting spree, War Machine. But when I eventually do, again, just one more time, show this guy off. I thought he was pretty fancy. So he's an orc with a beret. I think that's the best part. And he's got like, a custom little shooter chopper there, a random power claw from Blood Angels. Nice pack. And so I think I might just make him a regular Stormboy. He's just a bit too small to be a Stormboy knob. But I might proxy him as a knob because he does have a power claw. And so we'll see. Because I only ever really take one squad of Stormboys because I only have 25 total. And so if you take a squad, you want to take a squad of 15 to 20 usually. So I'd have to buy another 5 to get to that, like 2 squads of 15. There's just so much stuff to do. And who knows, 6th edition, things might change. So, oh yeah, and he's magnetized, crazily. So he can twist and turn. Actually, you know what? I want to paint this guy up, and maybe he can be on rejects. That'd be fun. I'll have to ask Dave about that. One last thing, and it's not really noticeable conversion. It's something very subtle, but that it just makes your model unique. Is that I recently bought, again, bear with me, just started painting him for like 15 minutes. Just put a layer of red on, and I've spray painted them blue. But this is a Thunderhead. For those of you who play War Machine, he's pretty famous, super crazy, strong. He's like twice the cost of a light jack. He's a 12-point guy. There's only like one 12-point jack in each like list, and they're like super crazy rules and everything, super strong. Anyways, This guy, normally his arms are out a bit more. His arms are like more spread out. And then his hands, instead of reaching like that, it's more like this. His hand was like this. And so I had to take like a little X-Acto knife like I showed you. Pretty simple. You just go out and then you just start scoring underneath the fingers. Okay, make a little space. Because pewter does bend and it's pretty strong. It's not gonna snap off very easily if you just do it controlled and how you should. And so I just started scoring a bit, and there's a bit you can tell. But for the most part, it's not too bad. Like the little cut marks. I didn't really have to do any liquid green stuff or anything to fix it up. It's pretty good. But anyways, I went like this, and I bent all the fingers like that. And so it took a little while, but now he looks like he's actually reaching for you. He's coming for you. And he does shoot electricity out of his hands or body. I don't even know what it just kind of surges electricity at you. So I like that a lot better. And then also his arm, you'll see that little tiny gap, like right on my forehead. Get the right angle. Yeah, so there's a small little gap like right there. I'm covering up there. That didn't used to be there. When I was bending the arm in, that kind of formed, and so I kind of pushed out the metal so it kind of looked like a little wire, so it looks like more of a mechanism, so it's not too bad. But I did a really thick cut into his arm and on the other side so I could bend it in, because he's like "Ma," and I'm like, no, you need to be like this. And so it's very subtle. It doesn't really look like this guy was converted very much, but I spent a good like 3 hours just cutting, bending. And good tip is, because I had these like little clamp that you push and it clamps, and I was able to bend it slowly and controlled so it wouldn't snap at all. But they kind of like push in, and like they have like the little rivet sometimes, and so it'll dent the pewter, and so it'll be really noticeable that you've been yanking stuff around. And so it is somewhat flattened still, so I still had to like carve out and shape it a little bit. But what I did was like, those little magazine inserts, like those kind of like hard plastic but magazine-y stuff. I just kind of just wrapped it around it a couple times, bent it over a few times, and just put it around it and bent it. What I've heard a lot of people do more of on a professional, if you have little copper plates, you can use that to bend it. But you just want to make your model still look good, so you don't want to bend it too much. But yeah, that's about it. I know it's been 3 weeks and haven't done that much. So I hope to be able to have an update every week. They won't always be the longest episodes, or well, you guys can say in the comments, would you rather wait a few more weeks to a month and see a lot of progress, or would you rather just see a little bit of progress here and there? Shorter episodes. Maybe you can work on a little conversion with me. That's probably what I'm going to do. Probably make it a weekly thing, maybe every Monday. I'll look around, even if I haven't done anything. Well, if I haven't done anything, I won't do anything. I'll find Paul's stuff in the back, and I'll show you his stuff. Or I'll have to get him on, explain what he did, and the painstaking hours that he spent. But anyways, thanks for watching, and feel free to post links or to like a forum page where your conversions are, and maybe I'll feature some of them on my next video if I like them so much. Because there's so many conversions everywhere, so I'm not gonna be able to show everyone, but maybe some favorite ones, if I look at them, you can get featured. So happy wargaming. Thanks for watching.